Hey there, is that blue collar guy. This is a second episode in this channel. It's a newer channel, and I am packing for a travel plan to Seattle, meeting a friend up there, a former employee of the company that I used to work for, and he used to work for. And we are traveling from Seattle to through Idaho to Montana. The weather there is pretty insane right now. Is that polar vortex that's going on? Not so much. It's not in the Midwest. It's actually the North Pacific West of the United States. So I typically like to go to subtropical regions like Mexico, where it's a lot cheaper and there's sunny, beautiful white sand beaches in parts of Mexico like Cancun. So I had to get a Osprey Farpoint. I believe this is a 55 liter with the day pack, and I just have to pack so much more clothing just to stay warm. That includes like thermals, thermal socks, the wool, 100% socks, 100% wool. At least I like to think so. I believe they're like 80%. Forgot the name of the brand, but mostly Amazon stuff. Who doesn't shop on Amazon? And getting all the little stuff in here for a few days while I go to Seattle and to Montana. And the reason why I decided to travel at this stage of my life is because the type of work-life balance that I had in the past 17 years did not allow me to do these types of things. And I always wanted to. I mean, I've traveled, but not traveled as much as I am planning this year in 2019. And I figured because of the nature of the job that I have, I'm a Class A commercial driver. And the type of job that I had prior to that, it really taxed my body. Look at my gray hairs. I mean, geez, I'm in my prime and I have gray hairs already. So some life-changing events happened in the past 2 years, from 2017 to 2019. I'm still fighting those things, and I figure, why am I fighting this rat race, especially here in California, where everything is just backwards in California? And that's just another topic of another day. But I had always planned to travel, just never got around to it because I was working 12, 13, 14 hours a day. And during the holiday seasons from October to December, I mean, I was not really home. I would sleep in my car and just go back to work. It was disgusting. And it was great money, but not always does great money define who you are as a person. And I found myself losing focus. And so I ended up having, in anybody's, and please listen up, in anybody's perspective, their life-changing event, that allowed me to refocus, rethink, and recategorize my mindset as like, why am I doing these things day in and day out in this rat race of California or in the Western world in general, where I can, and taking a step back as I was watching all these videos on YouTube and travelers, and which, by the way, shout out to Gabriel Traveler. Gabriel Traveler, he's an awesome channel. He inspired me so much to travel. And I may actually end up moving out of this home. Why have a mortgage? Why have all these, I guess you can say, personal items, and it just, I don't need them. I really don't. Especially the things that happen to me. I'm not going to talk too much about my personal life, but I rather travel and see the world before my body tells me I cannot do it anymore. I mean, I have neck issues and back issues, but that doesn't stop me from doing the Class A commercial driving job that I do now, which I'm glad those things happened to me at a company I was with for over almost 15 years. I would say over almost 15 years. And I was hired back in January 2005, and I recently ended that particular job in September of 2018. So day in and day out, I was working for what? I don't have any kids. I'm not married. That doesn't say that I can't travel with those things, but it makes it simpler to do so. Anyway, so because it's cold in Seattle, I had to use my Class A backpack. Call it a Class A backpack because I use it when I drive. And then with that, that'll be my check-in baggage. So this is just a series of videos that will document some of my travels. My other channel was about video gaming, and I mean I love video gaming. I love video gaming. I love comics, as you can see. My home is decorated with X-Men, Marvel. I love DC Universe. I used to play World of Warcraft, and these are all my books. But that life is long past me. I'm in a different stage of my life now. I enjoy those things. However, I believe that a different path is laid out for me to travel. And I see it all the time on YouTube. Why should I have a psychotic full-time job that drains me mentally, physically, and brings me some of these problems when I don't need these problems? I don't need these problems because I don't have a family to support. Not to say that a family has problems, but financially, I might as well take what I have and reinvest it in myself for self gratification, which is traveling, seeing the world. I love history. So, with me loving history, I'm going to travel. But at any rate, it took me a while to figure that out because I was chasing skirts, and those types of things never really pan out the way they should. So, my cat's coming out. What are you doing? Huh? You gonna be home alone? No, I'm gonna have someone take care of his ass. I'm Peter the Great. And I named him after Peter the Great of Russia, who was a leader. You can Google that. But I will be documenting more of my travel plans and some of the things that I will be doing. And my potty mouth, my temperament will hopefully come out in these videos. So, that blue collar guy, out! Hi, little cat.